All right, you guys, it is no secret that Dollar Tree has recently increased their prices up to $1.25, and in some cases you can find things as high as $10 if you go into the Dollar Tree Plus section. Well, I'm here to tell you that I'm actually enjoying it. I'm finding a lot of great bargains, and I'm going to show you some of my favorites right now in this Dollar Tree haul. My name is Jamie. I'm the Crafty DIY Guy. Welcome back to my channel. All right, you guys, now, as I mentioned, I have been shopping at Dollar Tree, as you all know, for quite some time now, and they recently raised their prices to $1.25, and I have to say I'm not really hating on it. There's certainly some things that I will not purchase because it just doesn't make sense, unless it's like one of those convenience things that I happen to be at Dollar Tree and I happen to see something that I need, like a canned good or something like that, but there are some really cool things at Dollar Tree that I still think are really good value. In particular, their frames. There are so many different styles of frames out right now that you can really create a very, very cool collection with these frames. Now, this is just a small sampling of some frames. Now, I purchased these frames because these are something that I'm going to be kind of creating or doing in my hallway. I have kind of this curio shelf that I picked up during a Goodwill haul many, many years ago. I guess it was really last year, maybe the year before. But it was only like $9, and it's super, super heavy, and it's glass. And I thought that it would be great to just kind of create a photo station, if you will. And all of my family photos I want to have in frames and on that shelf. And they have some great frames, like this one that's kind of leather bound looking. They have this one that has that great texture to it. And then these are my absolute favorites that come with the mat already. When you put something in a frame that has a mat, it just creates a very cool kind of high-end look with them. And then these frames I was absolutely obsessed with when I found them. And I found them not only in black, but I also found them in red. And these are 7x7 frames. Now, these particular frames, I do have some DIY ideas in mind for these, so stay tuned for those. But as you can see, these are really, really thick frames. These are super, super nice. And what I like about them too is that the glass is actually down on the actual kind of frame itself, or on the picture part itself. You can see here that I'm kind of poking into the plastic and I'm not hitting glass right at the top. And these actually lead to a lot of really cool DIY ideas. In fact, when I saw these little jewels at my local Dollar Tree store, I thought immediately that I would create some sort of artwork by putting this in this particular frame. Now, you may remember that I found some of these during a Dollar Tree haul. It was a couple weeks ago, I guess. And I created some Dollar Tree DIYs using these by creating a kind of a candlescape. I put this candle in the middle, and then I folded up kind of each level of these flowers. But these, I want to kind of keep intact just like this, because what's super, super cool about these is that they do have that kind of high-end, almost like Kirkland's look. And when you put them inside of a frame, like something like this with a really cool background, you're going to create something that is very high-end and has a very cool look. So look for that DIY coming up in some videos very, very soon. Now, the next thing that I grabbed, I'm going to put these frames aside because I did grab a couple of each one of those sizes, is some full-size products. Now, I absolutely love it when I go to Dollar Tree and I find something that is a full-size package or something that's totally unexpected. They brought it as a closeout. You have no idea why they got it or how they got it, but you're very, very happy they did it. And this particular time, I got an entire package of men's underwear. Now, not only did I get some men's underwear, but I also got some men's underwear that happens to be my size. So I really scored. This is 4 pair of briefs. This brand is a Walmart brand that you can find, and I've actually worn this brand before. Yes, all of you guys know that I wear briefs, and you also know or should know that I wear boxer briefs as well. And I was able to not only snag a package of these briefs, but I also grabbed a pair of boxer briefs, and I can't really show you those right now because I'm actually wearing them right now. And I have to say they're really, really comfortable. And the fact that I was able to find them in my size is huge, because usually when there's t-shirts and different things like that at Dollar Tree, especially in this kind of a big package like this, I don't get so lucky. So cheers to the fat boys. I was able to find something in my size. Now, The other thing that I grabbed that I thought was super, super cute was this lollipop sign in the kind of garden section, if you will. And again, such a cute sign. So many fun DIY ideas for it. Totally see something for Christmas coming up very soon. I'm going to be participating in a Christmas in July campaign or a collaboration that's coming up soon, and I'm thinking maybe I might have to do something for Christmas with those. So more to come. Now, the other thing that I grabbed when I was there, speaking of kind of those metal flowers, is this particular flower, and check that out. It's actually a candle holder. How cute is that? And you know how much I absolutely love my front porch. So this is going to be something that is going to be absolutely perfect. I'm not going to DIY it. I might spray paint it. If I spray paint it, I guess it's technically a DIY, because I would love it to be blue, because you know that's my favorite color, or something that kind of matches my front porch a little bit better. Although I do have yellow out there, so this could be perfect. And I think it would be the perfect little accent for my side table that is on the front porch between the two chairs. Now, Crafter Square has been absolutely killing it lately. There are so many really good ideas and just products that they've come out with. And they've come out with these kind of, I'm calling them these oversized letters, these laser wood cutouts. And you know that like the word home or the word believe is super, super important to me. Like this one, I think is a given. If you're going to create any kind of wreaths or anything, look for these laser cut words. And what's so great about this is it looks like it's one really thick word, but it's actually not. It's actually two. So each package you're going to get is a two-piece. And then the word believe, that's always been super special to me because I do have a tattoo right there that says believe. But then also this is just a word that is super, super important to me to remind myself of just believing in myself and doing fun things like a YouTube channel for the first time. And these are great. They're going to be fantastic on any kind of wreath or any kind of sign that you want to make. And I love the way these look. The believe will probably also be included into a Christmas DIY for sure. Now, the other thing that I think that Crafter Square has an amazing selection of right now are different kind of stickers. They have rub-on transfers, they have iron-ons, they have all kinds of great things. And if you really start digging kind of in between some of the things that are hanging on the little post or the little peg there, you'll find all kinds of great things. These happen to be buried in the back of my particular Dollar Tree. There were like bugs or something like that was out there. And I thought that this would be so much cuter to have. And I really loved these. I could see these easily being incorporated in some DIYs for spring. And I just love the simplicity of the ferns and everything. Speaking of kind of rub-on transfers, they had this one, which I have not seen yet. I saw something very, very similar, but this is really, really cute for summer and for not so much spring, because springtime's over, but summer and pre-fall, we'll call it. But flower gardens, and there's so many cute little things that you can put onto pots. You can really take a Dollar Tree pot, just a very simple plastic pot, paint it, add one of these rub-on transfers, and it really elevates it and makes it so much nicer. And it really kind of customizes and creates some really fun things on your front porch. Now, the other thing that I'm absolutely obsessed with at Crafter Square is the vinyl, but I don't really use their vinyl in my Cricut. My Cricut machine is actually up there on the shelf, but this is the faux leather. This is the brown faux leather, which I really love. That's one of my favorite colors. And then I was able to find the black. I think this is the first time that I've actually found the black anywhere. And you can create some super fun DIYs. I saw this great leather tray. It was just like a men's like jewelry tray for the dresser. And it was a piece of leather and it was pinched in the four corners. And I think I saw it at like West Elm and they wanted like $60 for it. And I was like, I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree and then bring out my crocodile and make my own jewelry valet. And I'm gonna make a couple different sizes because I'm only gonna spend $1.75. I already have the crocodile and the grommets and everything on hand. So look for some future DIYs with these for sure. There's so many great things you can do with the vinyl, even if you don't have a cutting machine like a Cricut. Now, the other thing that I grabbed when I was there are some scrap wood pieces by Crafter Square. I love all the different shapes, all the different sizes. I love the smell of it. I love that Crafter Square is starting to bring in these random pieces of wood that, you know, when I remember when my dad would cut things like in the backyard or he would build the deck, there would always be pieces of scrap wood. And, you know, I would always think I want to do something with them. Well, now I can via Crafter Square. And then, of course, if you don't want to buy scrap wood, or maybe your Crafter Square or your local Dollar Tree doesn't have a lot of these options, I would highly encourage you to check out Facebook and just put in free scrap wood into Facebook Marketplace, and you'd be surprised how much free wood you can get. And then also Home Depot and Lowe's also has something called a free wood bin. It's not labeled free wood bin, so you have to ask somebody when you go into the Home Depot or the Lowe's where that kind of free wood bin is, and you will see it. If you go into like the section of Home Depot or Lowe's where the plywood and different pieces of wood are, you'll see a bin. It's usually like a metal cart that's got random pieces of wood in it. That's the free wood bin. They don't tell you that though. They don't advertise it, but that's the free wood bin. So if you can't get any from Crafter Square, definitely check out Facebook Marketplace or even Home Depot, and you might be surprised. Now, the other thing that I grabbed that I thought were super, super cute are some really fun patches. Now, I like to take patches like this and kind of add them to like denim jackets. I think they're super, super cute. They're definitely fun to patch up holes and things with, and it just kind of gives you a cool kind of hip vibe. And there were some great patches that I noticed. I loved the American flag. I loved the rainbow hearts. And then of course I loved the rainbow. And then of course I love the smiley face. I thought the smiley face was super, super cute. I had a friend that actually took just a regular white pair of tennis shoes and she added these types of patches to the tennis shoes. And I have to say, it changed the whole look of everything. Everything was super, super cute. And I was blown away on just how adorable this is. So definitely check out Crafter Square. Look for the different patches. My Crafter Square had a ton of different patches. I only saw these 4. I don't know if there's any other ones out there, but I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for them. Now, the last thing that I grabbed from Dollar Tree, and this was in the Dollar Tree Plus section. If you have not been to a Dollar Tree Plus store yet, they are starting to advertise that on like dollartree.com, and when you search like local Dollar Tree, they are starting to add icons for stores that do have the Plus section. And if you're not familiar with the Dollar Tree Plus section, that is a section of the store where everything is $3, I think $7, $5, I skipped one, and then $10. And it really just depends on what you grab. Now, I am a huge fan of their doormats, and this particular doormat was only $5. And if you look at this doormat, not only does it have kind of that rubberized backing, but it's also got this like great texture to it. You can tell that this is going to really hold up nicely in the weather. And this was only $5. What's great about this one is it says that it absorbs moisture, it traps dirt and debris. It is a heavyweight rubber base, and it is super, super easy to clean. Now, I can say that this is definitely very heavy. I'm holding it with my arm that is still recovering. This is my left arm, by the way. And the left arm, you know, is still going through rehab from when I broke my left arm. And I have been kind of working with different weights and different things. And this is definitely a heavy one. Now, I can pick it up with this arm, which is a perfectly good arm. This is my right arm. Those of you that have been with me for a while, you know what I'm kind of joking at and getting at here. But these are good weight. These are really, really nice weight. And then I love these doormats that have kind of this rattan look that incorporate that black rubber. Once again, it's got a heavy base to it as well, but it's got a very cool and very, very pretty pattern. And I love the way that this looks. This is going to be fantastic on my front porch, and it's going to be the perfect welcome for all of my guests. And they're gonna leave all of their dirt and all their other stuff outside. All right, you guys, believe it or not, that is the Dollar Tree haul. I think this is probably the quickest haul that I've ever done. As you can see here, I've got quite a bit of stuff here, so I don't know how many Dollar Tree hauls I'm gonna be doing in the future, but knowing me, I'll always incorporate something. All right, guys, take care. And if you're one of my long-term subscribers, I call you guys my OGs. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate you. And of course, let me know in the comments below which items are your favorite, if you found any of these items at your store, and if you like them or not. All right, guys, take care, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye-bye.